Hey, thanks for stopping by. My name is Tyler, and today it's about that time. So, as you guys know, I just recently passed my AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate exam. Super long name, thank you, Amazon, but we got through it. And that means it's time to pick a new certification. So, I wanted to talk about which one I picked and why, and then kind of what I'm worried about as well as what I'm excited about. So, let's talk about it. Well, as you guys know, I did just get a new job as a cloud ops engineer. So I passed my solutions architect and I reached out to my boss and I'm like, hey, which certification would you like me to shoot for? And he recommended the CKA, the Certified Kubernetes Administrator. And that's what I went with. And I'll be honest, it kind of threw me off guard because it's it's not completely out of my wheelhouse, but I am not proficient in containers right now. I am not familiar with the concepts. Well, I'm very, very lightly familiar with the concepts, enough to pass the CCNA and the Solutions Architect, but nothing like the Certified Kubernetes Administrator. So it kind of threw me off guard. And initially, I was like, oh my gosh, containers, this is going to be really scary. And maybe it will be, but I'm super excited because it will absolutely be a challenge and it's kind of completely new. It out of all of the certifications and things I've learned so far in my about 2 years in tech, this will be easily one of the sharpest learning curves for me, I think, because for something like Kubernetes, which is a container orchestration platform, it builds on storage and networking and cloud concepts and all of these things. Like, there are a lot of prerequisites to go along with, I guess, these topics. So it will be just a lot to consume. It's kind of a fresh new thing for me. So it almost gives me the same feeling back when I was studying for my Network Plus, where everything feels so new and every concept feels so new and you're just drinking from a fire hose trying to get a grip on what exactly you're studying. And I think that's super fun. I actually really like that feeling. So i'm I'm glad that this one was suggested to me because it's really forcing me to get outside of my comfort zone and explore topics I'm not super familiar with. So let's talk a little bit about more why this certification is kind of scary. Well, first off, the exam is a 3 hour command line based exam, which means you're given, I think it's like 24 questions, and every single one of them is scenario based, sitting in front of a command line, entering in commands, and pressing done when you think you built this required solution. So completely different from the exams that I am used to. So that alone makes me nervous. And the other thing that makes me nervous, back to my previous point, is this is the textbook for an exam that's known to be very, very difficult. This is all I got. This is like 300 pages. And like I was saying before, that's because it expects you to know a lot of stuff beforehand. So yeah, I'm still kind of feeling it out. I will be starting with a Udemy course, weirdly enough. I actually won't be starting with this textbook because this textbook assumes that you already know how to launch Kubernetes and you know how to deploy nodes and clusters and pods and all of these things. So I don't know how to do that. So we're going to start over on Udemy, and I bought a course by I think it's Zeal Vora. Actually, I have it pulled up. I have to break the fourth wall here and look. Zeal Vora. I guess I'm not breaking the fourth wall, but anyway, yes, I bought a Udemy course by Zeal Vora, and I will be starting with that. Obviously, gonna start off immediately doing a lot of hands-on labs and just hands-on practice to kind of get the feel for it. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot else to say right now. I just wanted to kind of announce the next thing I'm shooting for and why I'm pretty excited, but also a little bit nervous for it. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed and if it's your first time here, definitely consider subscribing. I post pretty regularly, and it's kind of all things early IT career because that's exactly where I'm at. I am 19, graduated high school less than a year and a half ago, so yeah, we're super new and we're just kind of learning along the way, and I'm documenting the whole process. So I think it's super fun, and if you want to follow that, of course subscribe. But I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great rest of your week.